So next, I'm going to talk about another public good that we're particularly passionate about, and that Web3 is currently revolutionizing, and it's science. So scientific knowledge is said to be the epitome of a global public good, but it's often locked away behind paywalls and data is siloed in institutional databases. Decentralized science, known as DeSci, aims to enhance scientific funding, unleash knowledge from silos, remove the reliance on profit-hungry intermediaries in science, so this is things like publisher conglomerates, and to increase collaboration across all of science. So in this way, DeSci is helping science to reclaim its role as a true public good. So science-focused blockchain initiatives date back to around 2015, but they didn't actually coalesce into a larger movement until last year in 2021. We believe that this is the first DeSci meme, which was created by Alex in September 2021, when we were part of an open science DAO called Absentia. You all know what a DAO is. But at this point, no one really knew what we were talking about with this meme, and a lot of these likes came later when we retweeted it. So the current landscape of DeSci, it's a group of loosely connected DAOs, which is mostly focused on biotech, but it's now forming a very coherent and connected movement to reimagine all aspects of science. This year, there's been an explosion of interest in DeSci. So we published an article in Nature at the start of this year. A16Z then commissioned us to write this explainer article, and the term has gone viral. Key themes in DeSci are the use of smart contracts to cut out intermediaries and instead to mediate directly between stakeholders. For example, one aim of DeSci is to remove the need for journals to act as a trusted intermediary for peer review and knowledge curation. DeSci also aims to remove the need for centralized funding bodies to make decisions about research funding allocation. And there's also the issue of, there's also the possibility of immutable permanent storage of science on the blockchain to combat issues of censorship. Another theme in DeSci is ownership. With DeSci, scientists own their work. And currently this is often owned by your university, the funding body, or the journals that you publish in. So this ownership enables scientists to share in any later profits that are generated from their work. And this is all brought about because of provenance tracking of intellectual property and data through the blockchain. The hope is that this will help create more self-sustaining scientific ecosystems where scientists are free to pursue curiosity-driven research. Later profits from scientific output can also be shared with other people who contributed to the process. So, for example, patients who took part in studies, or maybe citizens who contributed to funding in the first place. This is the premise behind the most successful DeSci DAO so far, called VitaDAO, which is funding longevity research through NFTs, which represent scientific IP. Now, this IP, and therefore any resulting profits, are owned by the DAO members, so the members of VitaDAO itself.